Hello, Fey and Miles and friends, and welcome to another episode of Reading with Grams. Today's story is The Lollipop Monsters Christmas by Eric Krackow. This has some really cool art. One wonderful winter day in the land of Monastoria, the sun began to peek over the horizon, and Larry the Lollipop Monster slowly woke up from a long night's rest. He let out a big yawn, then he rubbed his sleepy eyes. Through his window, he could see the snow covered trees. Larry jumped out of bed to get a good look at the beautiful snow covered land. He was very excited because today was Christmas and his friends would be arriving to celebrate this very special day. He went into the bathroom to brush his teeth. He was so excited that he almost forgot to rinse. Then he went downstairs and put out some mugs and filled them with hot cocoa and milk. It was the perfect Christmas treat. Next, Larry went to the living room and lifted the lid to his old-fashioned record player. He placed the needle on the record, and the joyful sounds of classic Christmas songs filled the room. Christmas wouldn't be complete without some fresh-baked cookies. Larry mixed the ingredients for his favorite recipe and then put the cookies in the oven to bake. Suddenly, he heard a knock at the door. Larry stepped out of the kitchen and he raced to the front door. He already had a big smile on his face because he knew who was waiting on the other side of the door. "Merry Christmas!" everyone exclaimed. Clem, Zabby, Jagger, Zola, and Stanford smiled and waved at their friend Larry, and he wished them a Merry Christmas too. Larry opened the door wide and let all of his friends into his warm and cozy home where stockings were hung above a roaring fire. His friends loved his festive decorations, especially the fresh cut tree. Larry went to the kitchen and brought back cups of hot chocolate. The cocoa was delicious, and his friends drank it up as fast as they could. Larry grinned at his happy friends, then turned in the direction of the fireplace. He noticed that it could use a few more logs. Larry told his friends he would be right back. Then he slipped on his warm coat to go outside to fetch some firewood. He went around the side of the house and came to a stack of logs. But then he smelled something burning. He looked around to see what it could be. In a distance, Larry saw smoke rising from the forest. He decided to go take a look. Larry heard a sound that grew louder as he got closer to the smoke. He peeked around a snow-covered tree and noticed a monster sitting on a log trying to stay warm by the fire. As Larry got closer, he realized he was hearing the sound he was hearing was the monster crying. Larry wanted to help the poor creature. "Hello," said Larry. "Oh my," the frightened monster said. "Is this your firewood? I'm sorry, I was just trying to stay warm. I'll leave right away." "Oh no, please stay," said Larry. "I was just concerned. My name is Larry. What's yours?" The shy monster nervously responded. "My name is Walter," he said. Larry shook his cold hand. "Nice to meet you. So why are you out here?" he asked. Walter's face grew sad again. Well, I just get sad this time of year. Ever since I can remember, I've always been alone on Christmas. Everyone else seems so happy and joyful, but I have no friends and no family. Larry was a kind soul. The thought of someone being alone on Christmas made him sad too. He knew just what to do. Well, that needs to end today, Walter, he said. This Christmas you won't be alone. He sat next to Walter on the log. How about you come over and meet my friends at my home? There's food, cocoa, a tree, and a warm fire. What do you think? He asked. Walter could tell right away that Larry was a kind monster. He happily agreed to join Larry and his friends. The two monsters put snow on the dying fire to make sure it was out and then set off towards Larry's home. As Walter approached Larry's house, he noticed the beautiful Christmas decorations. Wow, he said, I love the pretty lights. This must be what Christmas is all about. Thank you for the compliment, Walter, said Larry as he reached for the door, but that's not what Christmas is about. Suddenly, the door swung open, and Larry and Walter were greeted with warm smiles of all of Larry's friends. Larry introduced Walter to everyone. Nice to meet you, said Jagger in a deep, monstrous voice. I'm Jagger, and this here is my purple-haired buddy, Clem. Zabby was next. Hello, Walter. My name is Zabby, she said. Walter reached out and shook her small hand. Nice to meet you, too, Zabby, he said in a nervous voice. Hey, pal, we're going to sing some Christmas tunes. How about you join us? Jagger asked as he put his arm around Walter and led him towards the others. Walter was too shy to sing along, but he said he would like to listen to the other monsters sing. They gathered around and sang as loudly as they could. Walter watched and listened as the monsters happily sang their Christmas song. This must be what Christmas is all about, he thought to himself. After the singing was over, Clem grabbed one of the gifts that was waiting near the tree. Time for presents, he yelled. This is my favorite part, Jagger exclaimed. All the monsters stood in a circle and exchanged gifts to each other. They eagerly ripped off the bows and wrapping paper to discover what was inside. As the gifts were opened, they thanked each other for such wonderful surprises. Walter was getting a little confused, he thought to himself. I guess Christmas is about cocoa, songs, decorations, and presents. Larry looked around the room with joy in his heart. He looked so happy to see his friends having a good time, but he also knew Walter had not joined in any of the fun. He decided to go talk to him. This is definitely my favorite time of the year, said Larry. Walter replied, This is really nice, Larry. Thank you again for inviting me here. I guess Christmas is about decorations, presents, and cocoa, Walter said. I can see why everyone's so happy. Well, all of those things are nice, said Larry. That's true, and those things help us share our joy and our spirits with others. But the most important thing about Christmas is celebrating time and love with our family and friends. Giving is so important. No decoration or gift can ever replace that. Today you gave us the best gift anyone could ever give us, the gift of your friendship. Larry then gave Walter something he had never received before, a gift. This is my way of sharing our friendship, Walter, Larry said. Merry Christmas. Walter didn't know what to say. Why is this monster being so nice to me? What have I done to deserve his kindness? He thought to himself. Walter held the present in his hand. He felt A warmth grew inside him. It was something special, something he had never felt before. Walter looked up and saw all the monsters Jagger, Zabby, Stanford, Clem, Zola, and Zoo standing in front of him. Each had a gift to give. Walter couldn't believe how nice these strangers were. His eyes teared up with joy. Surrounded by presents and his new friends, Walter cried some happy tears. He looked up at the beautiful Christmas tree in front of him. The joy of Christmas filled his heart, and he finally knew what Christmas was really all about. Walter gave Larry a big warm hug and thanked him for such a wonderful day. For the first time in his life, he did not feel alone. Jagger was also filled with the Christmas spirit and grabbed up Larry and Walter. A new friend for Christmas, he roared. Can't get any better than that. Surrounded by his new friends, Walter's heart was warm and his spirit was renewed, and he finally understood being with friends and family, that's what Christmas is really all about. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story with Reading with Grams. Fey Miles, be good. Grandma loves you. I can't wait to see you and give you big hugs and kisses. And until next time, friends, subscribe and bye.